What is an artist? An artist is a person who practices any of the various creative arts. But in this particular video, I'll be talking about recording artists, or known professionally as musicians, who are people or in a band that performs, records, and releases music for a living. In this video, I'll be showcasing and talking about my favorite merch that I have in my collection from my favorite artists that includes Joji, Niki, Olivia, Rodrigo, Amine, and others to come, as well as why I love the design of these pieces that I have. When it comes to musicians' merch, it is an extension of their craft and creativity that people can enjoy and support their favorite artists or bands as fans rep the merch, and also gives free advertising and sometimes can create great conversations among the fandoms or get new people intrigued. Musicians' merch includes their album or single covers, and of course, a merchandise that ranges from clothing to accessory, as well as sometimes shoes with big brands as well. I feel like music plays a big part of a lot of people's lives, and including my life. And I kind of wanted to showcase and share like my favorite merch that I've collected from my favorite artists that I've seen. And ever since that I've been into music, I've been into a lot of pop, of course, pop music. Kind of interesting. I'm actually interested in K-pop now. R&B, rap, but I'm mostly into ballads, as many of my friends know that I really love ballads and, very slow, kind of like sad boy songs, but I think it sounds very great, and I love listening to the lyrics, and then when it comes to concerts, the first concert I actually remember, when I was young, was that I watched the Cheetah Girls and Hannah Montana concert when they came to my hometown, surprisingly. And then other concerts that I've watched throughout my years that I've experienced was Bruno Mars. I enjoyed that with friends. It was a great time. And then when I went to college, my first concert that I went to was with Rich Brian, part of the 88 Rising core. And then after that, when COVID kind of happened, after, being sent back home, and then when things got open again, my first concert back was going to the Phineas concert, the Optimist tour. And, Phineas is the brother of and collaborator of Billie Eilish. And then after that, I actually went to a Keshi concert in the summer of last year, as well as a big highlight with the Olivia Rodrigo concert. Shout out to Logan, Eric, and Olivia with Olivia Gang, Olivia's fans, I guess. And then we were able to go to her concert. Especially it was so cool because it was her first ever concert, to kick off the tour of the Sour Tour, as well as going to recently last year to Niki, the Niki concert that me and my brother went for VIP, and we got to actually meet her. It was very cool to do the meet and greet, as well as able to go to Joji, my favorite artist of all time right now. Was so happy to see him live in Seattle, and I was able to go with my housemates Logan, Matt, and Derek. And then recently, the last concert I went to was with Amine, and what was special about that concert was that he performed with the Oregon Symphonic Orchestra, and it was kind of cool to mix in with rap with a live orchestra, because usually when it comes to rap music in general, rap music tends to have an audio, like a recording in the background with vocals as well, but this is like live performance with a huge band. In this case, the orchestra, to mix in with a rap concert. And to me, when it comes to concert, live music is great when it comes to with a live band in the mix, not with like recording. But I understand the vision of the artist, or depending on the genre. But I think with a live band, it really energizes the concert experience and enhances it as well, and makes it more memorable. And an upcoming concert that I can't wait for is actually Biba Doobie, who I'll be watching over this summer. So the first merch I kind of want to show you is my recent concert with Amine with the Oregon Symphony, and also with Phineas as well. So the first thing I want to show is this poster that I got after the concert. It's just a picture of Amine. I still need time to frame it, as I want to post it in my room. Just a very funny picture, and of Amine. It's just Amine, but he also is truly one of my favorite artists that I listen to still. And it was cool to go with with my friends. Ethan, that was a shout out to him. It's his first concert, as well as Logan, going him. He's been my concert buddy. I've been going to since my college. And then also Janita, she's also a big fan of Amine. And then we also got the same matching hoodies that night, which is this one right here. one of my favorite hoodies that I rock. I really like that, enjoy, just because it's a, you know, a box hoodie. It's also laceless too, and you know, it's oversized and, you know, heavyweight, which is great especially during the winter and fall. And what I love about it is like it's a Mine's face printed over it right here for the best tour ever, which was his concert that he was promoting. I mean, for this whole 2.5 album that he did with his mixtape. And then of course here's the, you know, cities that he went to in the US. But just enjoy rocking this hoodie. And also, like, finally got a brown hoodie, as I wasn't able to get a brown hoodie during the Niki concert, which I'll get into once I showcase her merch, or my 88 Rising merch that I have from them. And yeah, and then the second hoodie is it's from Phineas's tour, the Optimist tour, and it has, you know, bullet holes through the heart. Kind of makes sense with the concept of, you know, love is pain. Very simple, but very get the idea of heartbreak, and it kind of goes with what type of songs that I listen to, with, you know, sad boy hours. But I generally enjoy those songs. I generally do love the lyrics, love the beat, love the tempo of how slow it is, but also for me to really, you know, really understand and get their artist's, you know, vision of their songs. These set of merch is from more bigger brands, you know, from Adidas and Tim Horton. And these are, I mean, it's still a collaboration with artists, so it still kind of counts with this, and you know, with merch that I own from artists. So the first one I'll show is actually a beanie from Justin Bieber and Tim Hortons for their Team Biebs collection. It's actually my favorite beanie to rock. It's very simple with the you know, the logo, you know. And also I was able to get this through Will and his girlfriend Abby, so she was able to send that to Will, you know. So shout out to her, because it was in Tim Hortons. You know, Tim Hortons is very, very popular in Canada, so I always rock this, especially during the winter, and, you know, sometimes in the fall. And it's like my go-to beanie that I have right now. And then these two pieces are from Adidas. So this first one is from Ivy Park and Adidas and Peloton. So a 3 collaboration. You know, and what's very interesting is that, you know, a couple weeks ago, Adidas and Ivy Park ended their partnership. So it's, you know, with this piece, it's kind of cool that I have right now. And, you know, it's very bright, but it's very versatile with its use. And also, one thing I like about, I always like the utility of zipper pockets, you know, so it keeps things, you know. And fun fact is that I actually used these shorts when I ran my half marathon last year. So yeah. And the last one is from Adidas, and they are not partnering anymore, but it's the Yeezy foam runners. I was able to get these for retail at the Yeezy app, or the Yeezy app, not the Yeezy app, the Adidas confirmed app. I was lucky that I got them, as these are one of my favorite shoes to rock, and they are very comfortable. But every time I wear it, when it comes to going with my friends, some of them they give a side eye, bombastic side eye, and they also roast me when I wear these shoes. But it's okay. But they are very comfortable, though, I would have to admit. So these next merch is from, you know, Olivia Rodrigo's concert that I went to. But the first one is actually made by my friend Olivia, that she gave me for my birthday last year. You know, it's just the title, or not the title, it's just the album cover of Sour. You know, I displayed this and I cherish this, so thanks to Olivia. And then the things I got from the Sour tour is this poster that I have framed, but the side broke, but it's okay. You know, and what makes this special with the tour is that, as I mentioned before, it was her first place to go for a concert to start a Sour tour. You know, originally it was supposed to be in San Francisco, but the Grammys happened the weekend before this one, because I remember it's April 5 that we went. And the weekend was during the Grammys, and then, you know, original Grammys was happening in the, you know, January, February, but, you know, because of COVID restrictions, they moved it. And San Francisco was supposed to be the original place to start, but then Portland was able to start off the tour, so that was very special. And then the jacket that I got was the most expensive jacket. It's a Dickies jacket with the Olivia embroider, along with a 22 patch that symbolizes that it's, you know, her tour was in 2022. And the one that captures it all is a Sour tour. You know, and it's a heavy jacket, but I really, really rocking this whenever I can. You know, it's good for the spring too as well, but mostly for fall and winter, I would say. So these next merch is from the 88 Rising group, mainly with Niki, Joji, and you know some of the 88 Rising merch that I have. And before I go to 88, talk about the 88 Rising merch, you know, I wasn't able to get any merch from Keshi, as it was, you know, the merch sold out when I was there when I went. But anyways, the first one I kind of want to talk about is my very first merch from 88 Rising, and I got it with my brother. I remember when we woke up early to get this drop with the guests and 88 Rising with their Head in the Clouds, which they were promoting the first one. And you know what makes this even special is that I want to hang this someday, but I was able to get this signed by Niki herself when I had the meet and greet with her. You know, I want to frame this someday, and you know, I'm not gonna wear this shirt ever again. So I just want to frame it sometime. But yeah, this shirt's very special. Another shirt that's very special. So I got a shout out to Tim, my freshman roommate and my friend. We were able to get the 88 Rising and Boba guys merch, and we woke up early to get it. We got the bundle pack that came with it, with the stickers, the Nalgene bottle, and then of course the shirt. But what I love about the shirt is that they have the, you know, at the time with the roster they had when they started it, they had the people and they had him like in a cartoon way, you know, version of themselves. And then of course it kind of promotes the Head in the Clouds that they were doing. But one of my favorite shirts to always rock as well. And this is my recent pickup for, you know, 88 Rising. They had a big discount in their 88 Night Market, which was their collection that they released during the Summer Olympics in 2022. Kind of fun fact, I also did work for the Olympics for NBC Sports, but this was inspired by the Japan's colorway for the soccer shorts, and I was able to get these for $10. And I kind of like how it's like the flames, and also the inspo, of course, is from the Japan soccer kits that they were wearing during the Olympics. And then some hats that I got. My brother got this for me during Christmas of 2020. I display it a lot because, you know, it's a Joji hat and he's my favorite artist. And then this Niki hat was exclusive for the VIP and meet and greet for the Nicole tour. So I was able to get it for her tour and as well. And also kind of part of the Nicole tour was also the lanyard that with the VIP. You know, it's also great, you know, able to meet and see Niki. And, you know, I was able to get also this sign besides the 88 Rising shirt that I have. You know, what was cool too about seeing Niki was that I was able to give her a doll that my cousin in the Philippines made, Rain. So thanks for having that project with me. And, you know, what also cool with that night was that I was able to get reposted by Niki when I had a video of her, you know, dancing along to, was it High School in Jakarta? And yeah, so that was pretty cool.
Hi, nice to meet you. Oh, that's so sweet. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. I'm going to put it right here so I don't forget. Thank you. What's your name? Stevie, thanks for being here. Absolutely. There you go. 1, 2, 3.
Keep on talking about, you know, the Niki tour. So yeah, the Nicole tour. Yeah, my brother was able to get me this after the concert. And also funny thing about the brown hoodie, he was able to get the brown hoodie, and it was the Nicole tour brown hoodie in Portland, and it was the last one because it was in display, but he was able to get it, so that was kind of cool that how he got it. But he got me the, you know, the track list of Nicole, so that's pretty cool. And then these last two are Joji specific. You know, the first one I got is the Desert Mania one, very thick hoodie, like how it is with the Nectar font kind of, and this one he was in Coachella. Yeah, Coachella, so it's like the Desert Mania. Very simple hoodie, and it's very heavy too, so it's very good to, and very, very durable and very good to rock. And especially during the, you know, as I said, the fall and winter. And then the last one I want to showcase for my 88 Rising, and then also this is my Joji merch, is his Smithereens tour shirt, and it's so memorable, going with, as I said, with Logan, Derek, which was his first concert, and also Matt. And it just has his tour dates here, and it was so good to finally see my favorite artist live, singing along my favorite songs with him, and while hearing Slow Dancing in the Dark live, and also Glimpse of Us live, like, and how to see how his growth from becoming a YouTuber, after being Filthy Frank, and also like starting off being a bit shy with his voice, to like how he's more confident with his voice being live, and also seeing the comedic side still during his set. So the last part of this video, I kind of want to mention when it comes to my merch, is that I also collect CDs. Vinyl CDs are popular these days, but I'm kind of cheap, so I kind of want to just get CDs to display. So the recent CD that I got was from New Jeans with Oh My God, and Ditto with Danielle on the cover. As I mentioned before, I'm surprisingly getting into K-pop, and such as Oh My God is a good song, as well as Cupid by 50/50, a true bop. And then these other CDs, of course, includes Joji with the Smithereens album right here, as well as Nectar. My first collection from the CD actually started with Nectar during COVID. I had to get Nicole, the Nicole album as well. And then also, I was able to get the signed Olivia Rodrigo album right there. It's authentic, I hope. But yeah, I was able to get that. As well as the Silk Sonic album, and Evening with Silk Sonic. I think it's truly one of the classic albums, and especially for the last 3 years, it's probably one of the best albums to be released, to get the nostalgic of the 70s, and that with that collaboration they were able to put. And my favorite album from Post Malone, I remember releasing in high school and bumping it out, is Beer Bongs and Bentleys. I was able to get this last summer, and it's truly like one of my favorite albums of all time right now. Well, that's the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it with my collection that I have with merch. Comment below who's your favorite artist, and as well as what is your favorite merch from your artist. And Logan, who's your favorite artist, and what's your favorite merch that you have from him?
My favorite artist is Doja Cat. And thanks for watching, and you're watching Stevie's channel
on Disney Channel.